Your car is in a power struggle right now. One side burns fuel, the other moves silently. Both want control. Hybrids exist because wasting energy is unacceptable, not because saving fuel sounds nice. Gas engines hate starting. Cold, inefficient, slow. Electric motors love it. Instant torque, zero hesitation. So hybrids cheat the moment you move. Electricity launches the car first. The engine wakes up later. Now settle into cruising speed. Something flips. Fuel takes over quietly. Not for power, for efficiency. Slow down now. This is where the trick hides. Braking normally wastes motion as heat. Hybrids refuse to accept that loss. They pull energy backward, out of the wheels, into the battery. Every stoplight charges you. Every curve pays you back. Momentum becomes stored potential. This is regenerative braking. But the name is misleading. What's really happening is constant bargaining. The system asks one ruthless question. What power costs least right now? Electric at low speed, fuel when steady. Both when you demand force. These decisions happen hundreds of times per minute. You never feel the switch. You never vote. Because coordination has a cost. Weight increases. Complexity multiplies. Timing must be perfect. Every decision depends on prediction. Every prediction can be wrong. And when it is, efficiency collapses instantly. That's why this design feels magical today and fragile tomorrow. Because when two systems cooperate this tightly, they create a weakness. One you don't see coming. Not gradual, not gentle.
Your hybrid doesn't wait for your foot. It decides first. That's the uncomfortable truth. Inside the system, software monitors everything. Speed, pressure, incline, timing. Not to respond, but to predict. Here's what changes everything. Power doesn't switch when you accelerate. It switches when the system expects you to. Electric torque fills the gap instantly. Fuel follows only if required. In traffic, something stranger happens. The engine vanishes. Not idling, not resting, shut off completely. But here's the moment most drivers never notice. Sometimes the engine turns on, without moving the car at all. Why would that ever make sense? Because engines are efficient only in narrow RPM windows. Hybrids lock them there deliberately, like holding a machine at its happiest point. So fuel becomes electricity. Electricity becomes stored motion, and motion waits. That's why hybrids feel smooth. No gear hunting, no wasted revs, no dramatic shifts. But this balance is fragile. Batteries add mass. Motors add complexity. Software adds uncertainty. One wrong assumption, one mistimed prediction, and the entire efficiency advantage evaporates. That's the misunderstanding. Hybrids were never designed to replace fuel. They were designed to control it. And once you see that clearly, you realize something unsettling. Systems built to manage transitions are rarely meant to survive them.
Hybrids aren't the future. They're the compromise. They exist because full electric wasn't ready. Charging took too long. Batteries cost too much. Range anxiety felt unavoidable. So engineers built a bridge, not a destination, a machine that teaches trust slowly. Electric first, fuel as reassurance. But here's the problem no brochure mentions. The better hybrids become, the more obvious their limits grow. Two systems mean doubled complexity, doubled failure paths, doubled engineering compromises. As batteries improve, engines turn into ballast. As charging spreads, fuel becomes redundant. Hybrids dominate yesterday's problems, but tomorrow exposes them. That's why modern hybrids quietly change behavior. Larger batteries, longer electric-only driving, less engine involvement. Some barely burn fuel at all. So why keep the engine? Insurance. Until charging feels invisible. Until electricity feels effortless. Until trust is complete. Hybrids are training wheels for a world mid-transition. Necessary, helpful, temporary. And here's the final twist. When one power source clearly wins, the second doesn't help. It slows everything down. What once created flexibility becomes resistance. That's when hybrids stop evolving. Not because they failed, but because they succeeded. They taught the world how to let go. And once that lesson is learned, they quietly step aside.